How is everybody doing? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Let's make sure that you guys can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put a big high five in the chat. I hope everybody is doing good. Want to say what is up to everybody. I see Ben Sampson is here. Rotten Pumpkin Haunts is here. Kayla is here. Pumpkin Nestor is here. LH Haunts. Gord Galore. I like that name. Gord Galore. Red Zone Production says, howdy, Savannah. Maddox Haunts. Creepy Rising Doll. Knox Haunts. So many people. Wicked Weatherman is in the place to be. Hope you all are doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We have a, actually I'm pretty sure more informative live than normal. I don't know if we got a bunch of silly stuff planned today. Do we, Amy?
Yeah,
We do?
I mean, no, we have some new things coming up in 2024 that we're going to talk about. Transworld, of course, is coming up. Our podcast that should be having a new episode being released here very soon.
Do we want to talk about the guest on that later?
Yes, but no more than that.
Okay.
Who it is, and
That's it?
it's going to be coming out soon. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll get into that shortly.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, first, I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. I heard that Santa Claus had done a live. I ran into him when he was going back up to the South Pole. And, and yeah. So, Amy, what do you want to do first?
We can do the Q&A.
All right, let's go ahead, you guys. You know what this is. If you have any questions, whether it be Halloween or not Halloween, you can ask me almost anything. It is an ask me almost anything. Certain things, obviously, I won't answer. Mostly the question of who your real dad is. We don't know. So if you want to go ahead and ask a question, you can always hopefully get your question answered by adding the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. But the best way for sure to 100% get your question or comment read is to always send a super chat. And this time we have a wonderful charity that the super chat is going to be going to. It's going to be going to the Savannah's Hungry charity, to order him a box of Velveeta shells and cheese. All right, Amy, do you want to start asking these questions?
Yeah, but first we're going to get into the slide. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let me ask you something.
You want to know something about me? Ask me. I'm right here. What you...
All right, go ahead. Ask me almost anything. What do we got, Amy?
Alrighty. Creepy Rising Doll said, what do you think of Collector's Minion?
Collector's Minion is actually, I don't know why they called it, I mean, I do understand why they called it Collector's Minion, but it's pretty much the same exact character, which is a little bit different than what Young Crouchy was. Young Crouchy's characteristics were like a younger Crouchy. So I like that they're doing these more, and I'm saying, you know, it's all relative, please understand, but these more like budget conscious, smaller props, especially for those who collect, because, you know, we collect animatronics here, with majority of them being 6 foot. You know, luckily we have the room to collect a bunch of 6 foot animatronics, but not everybody does. And so I think that the Collector's Minion is kind of like when they started changing maybe like pop sizes or something like that. It's smaller animatronics that pretty much give the same aura of the original.
Your donation calls for a celebration.
All right. Originally give the aura of the original, but don't have the same hefty price tag. So I'm actually okay with Minions Collector, or Collector's Minion. I actually kind of like him more than young Crouchy. So.
All right, Maddox Hunt sent in $1 super chat. There was no comment or anything like that. Just sent $1 super chat.
Well, thank you so much, Maddox. Appreciate that. And because you sent your super chat, you get a super song. So you get a quick little song about your screen name that I make up off the top of my head. Most of the time is not very musical nor song-like. We used to use SVI polls, and they got so damaged. I think we ended up giving them.
No, we have them.
We still have them? We might have to give them away. But, so Maddox, this is for you. Hey, Maddox. You like magnets? I see you playing on the fridge with your magnets. I don't know. There you go. You started getting a song right there. So, thank you so much, Maddox. All right, Amy, what's next?
All right, Spooky News is asking, are you coming to Flagship?
Yes, and I don't know if we're going to be there in the same capacity we've been there in the years past. I'm sure that we will make an appearance. I'm not sure if we will be hanging out the whole time. It really depends on, one, the Spirit Halloween setup of what their plan is for Flagship. Last year it was chaotic and almost, and again, not their fault, right? But it was like almost unsafe the way that people were lined up across the street, and then some people were talking about running across the street when it was time to go, and then other people wanted to do a nice single file line. And then when we got into line, it was like waved back and forth. So in order for you to like get up and use the restroom or something, you had to walk kind of over other people's camps. And I just don't think that was a pleasant situation for most people. If they do it that same way, we'll probably stop by to do some Flagship Olympics and, meet some of you guys, but I don't know if we'd be...
Your donation calls for a celebration.
Don't know if we'd be kicking it the whole time, if that makes sense. And Maddox dropped another super chat.
Yes, he did. And he said, shout me out, Savannah. $2 super chat.
All right.
Maddox Haunts.
Maddox Haunts. Maddox Haunts. Everybody knows you because you're Maddox Haunts. Haunts with the Maddox, and you like magnets and I don't know.
You're rusty.
I am right. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Well, you got to keep it coming because we got a couple more.
I almost feel like I don't know how to do...
Holla,
you know what it is?
I just got $1.
I almost feel, Amy, that it's drumsticks. It feels different.
so?
It feels different with an SVI pole. Just
Yeah.
bing, 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 and this is like a ding, 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 and not even like. Those other ones I'd rock and roll.
Maybe I'll run up in a little bit and see if I can find them.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Marble.
We'll see.
All right, so.
The other super chat did come. through.
Holla, I just got $1.
Oh, there it is. So they're actually...
Gord. Oh, I was going to sing the song.
There's two.
Oh.
You missed one. So Jason Barking Dice sent in a $2 super chat, and it's his very first one on a live stream. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, so Jason Barr. His favorite Disney character is Scar. He really likes the Lion King. He's Jason Barr, the Dice King. Watch out for Timon and Pumbaa. They'll say that they never knew ya. But Scar the Lion is the best. Till he got burnt and... Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much, brother.
All right. So again, we did have another one. You said gourd galore, and it is a $1 super chat. No comments or anything like that. Just that $1 super chat.
Gourd galore. Saw you soar. You jumped into a gorge. And now your knees are sore. There you go. See, I painted a whole picture. He was going to fly. He jumped into a canyon. Now his knees hurt.
All right. We got a lot of questions.
Just like, all right.
LH Hans, which we met him at Brick's warehouse.
Yep, good old LH.
And he's asking, will you do a haunt this year?
Well, no. We will not be doing a haunt this year, nor will we be doing a haunt pretty much ever again. However, what?
We talked about this yesterday with Tyler.
Okay, that's one thing I do want to talk about. Okay, guys. So, because we decided not to do a haunt, our display room, or display, not room, our display location is so much smaller than doing a big haunt. Yeah. And with that being said, a whole bunch of our animatronics don't get displayed. And after months and months and months of conversation on this, we've talked about selling some of our animatronics, which pains me, but it gets to the point where I'm collecting an animatronic for it to sit in a box.
Whoa!
It'll never be displayed.
Your donation calls for a celebration.
Is the audio playing on these? Is the audio playing on the little...
I just got $1.
I'm talking about on screen, dork.
Oh, yes. I was like, what are you talking about? The lights?
Oh my God. Ice cream. Anywho, so it's pained me because I think we've come to the conclusion that I don't want to collect animatronics for them to just sit. And those animatronics, some of the animatronics I have are rare, some of them are one of a kind. And if I'm not creating a haunt, I'm only creating a display. I don't need as many animatronics because, again, majority of them are just not ever going to be seen. So we have decided to sell some of our animatronics, or I'm sorry, at first we had a discussion about selling some of our animatronics. I sold one. Which was Clowning Around. Believe it or not, I know a bunch of you guys are going to say, no, why'd you sell Clowning Around? Oh my gosh. Da, da, da. I did sell Clowning Around to a Nether Haunter. He hasn't paid for it in full just yet, but I am holding it for him. I don't know if he wants his name to be said, so I won't mention his name. However, after I sell it, Amy goes, well, we could always extend the display to the backyard, which I'm still trying to understand what that means, Amy, because if you're extending a display to a backyard, that kind of sounds like you're wanting to do a haunted house.
We're not doing a haunted house, but look.
What's the difference between a backyard display and a haunted house?
Okay. So a haunted house, we would have walls like we did last year, and rest in peace. With a display, we can actually put it where there's no walls. We'll put all the props out. We can have carnival games. We can have prizes. We can do that in the backyard. I don't know why we didn't think about it before. It's a lot more safe. We can make sure that we have.
With how many people show up, how would we be able to get people in multiple lines properly to play carnival games?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. But, okay, maybe not carnival games. However, we can still display all of the props.
Whoa! Your donation calls for a celebration.
Why'd you do that? So we have so many props. You are right that we haven't been able to display all of them because we truly do not have enough room. So I agree, and I think that we should use the backyard too.
I don't know. Either way, I ended up selling Clowning Around. And
And you got mad at me because I came up
well,
with
yeah,
the idea
because
afterwards.
because I closed the deal, which it took me a long time to think about. I closed the deal and then like finally say, you know what? All right, I'm going to sell it. Make a deal, receive the funds. Amy goes, well, hold on. So we'll be doing a display. We will always do a display for the rest of my life, even if I can, for some reason, never talk to the haunt community again because, let's say the internet gets extinct. We will always do a display because we like doing a display for ourselves, but also for the community. But a haunted house, we're not going to. It's the danger level that it scared the crap out of me, to be honest with you. And I don't think enough people talk about safety when it comes to home haunts. And when you start building walls, solid wooden walls, you need to make sure that you're having fire escapes and fire exits. And I don't think people build those into their haunts. So now if you want to consider that a home haunt still with a display, and it could be an elaborate display, don't get me wrong, but just something that people aren't going in. I feel like once somebody goes in to something, it becomes a haunt. So yeah.
All right.
Great question though. Sorry for the long-winded answer.
So we had a super chat from Raven Hill Cemetery. $10 and said, Gunner said he misses y'all and we need to get together. Hope you and Amy are doing well.
We miss you guys too, and we do need to get together. And I think I'm going to sing a song for Gunner.
Yes.
Gunner, your dad's cool, but you're funner. Gunner, your mom's cool, but you're funner. You're a cool kid that knows everything about animatronics. It's so cool that, to be honest, it kind of makes me sick. I don't know. You're much smarter than I am, Gunner. We need to see each other before summer.
Dunner?
What is Dunner? A get her Dunner.
Yeah. There you go.
Gunner.
All right. We did have another super chat from Halloween Spirit, $1.99. And said, who would win, Art the Clown or Michael Myers? And this is his very first super chat on a live stream.
Very first super chat. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, dog barking because they think someone's knocking at the door from the drumsticks. Gizmo. That's me. Not a door. Gizmo. That's me. Look. Hey, over here. Do you have ears? Look. That's me. There you go. Oh my gosh, this dog. Okay, what was the question again? Oh, who would win in a fight, right? So those are my two favorite horror villains, if you want to call them villains. And the reason I say that is because they both, for some reason, have an endearing quality with them. They're very... You can kind of tell what they're thinking without them saying anything. It's not, and when I say this, I'm talking about the motion picture iterations of Art the Clown and like Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and maybe like some of the newer films, Michael Myers. Not like where it's like Halloween 47, Michael in the sewer or some, something with Busta Rhymes featuring on it or something like that. So, not sure who would win. You know what?
Your donation calls for a celebration.
I definitely have my choice.
So I was going to say that Art would win because Art can pull a gun.
Yep.
However, Michael Myers been shot multiple times.
That's true. But Art was. He was. They also try to get rid of Art, and he comes back every time too.
Yeah, but he also got his butt kicked by a girl, like hardcore. Michael. It took him. I don't even remember how many years later, 40 years later, for Michael to finally get.
Whoa! Your donation calls for a celebration.
What the? Cat.
August. Go August.
Hey, meow meow. What the? Why are you jumping?
He's scared.
Get the heck out of here. Go. 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 He's going to cause a mess. Look at this cat. Oh, now he's loving that I'm rubbing his head with a drumstick. Come here, kitty cat. You little kitty cat. Come here. We're going to show the people what you look like. Look at this cute cat. Look at this cute cat scratching my arm. All right, go. No, go. You got to go that way. Amy, can you get the cat, please? Anyway. I think Michael would win.
All right, you guys sing him a song?
Well, hold on. I don't know. Well, because Michael is just a human, technically. Art is something else. Amy, can you please? Art is something else. He's not human, so Art would win. There we go. I said it. Stamp of approval. Art the Clown would win. I would love to see Art the Clown in a Mortal Kombat. Oh, that would be dope. That would be awesome. All right, and you said we have a song, correct?
Yes. So his name is Halloween Spirit.
Okay, here we go. Halloween Spirit, dropping a question to stump me. Halloween Spirit, making me think all funky. Halloween Spirit, helping me out with a super chat, and I really appreciate that. Halloween Spirit, watch your back. Michael Myers is coming for you. Watch your back. Art the Clown is coming too. Thank you so much, brother.
All right, next up is Halloween Haunter. Sent in a $1.99 super chat and said clowning around would look good in my yard. Oh, good in my yard, just saying.
Well, it's not mine anymore, so... And actually, when I was deciding to sell Clowning Around, I hit up Halloween Haunter.
Ooh, what happened?
I believe...
Too slow?
I was going to say, I believe maybe 3, 4, 5 days went by without a response.
Wow.
So...
Wow, Halloween Haunter.
Yeah, and it was a text, too. So it wasn't like, oh, I don't know, my MySpace messenger wasn't... It was a text. It hurt.
All right, let's hear his song.
You want clowning around, we'll get a bigger one. You want clowning around, we'll get a smaller one. Halloween Haunter. You're finding your stuff at the thrift store. You're stealing some stuff from the corner store. It's Halloween Haunter. Halloween Haunter.
All right, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So you have another super chat from Halloween Haunter. A $1.99 super chat and said, song about chicken nuggets?
Oh, yeah. I wish I had some chicken nuggets because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I wish I had some chicken nuggets because I'm hungry. What sauce do you use? Do you use the new flavors? Do you use that weird honey sauce? You notice it doesn't say honey. The reason McDonald's sells stuff and it doesn't say honey is because it's not honey. It's not honey. It's some weird it's some weird melted plastic that they call honey flavored sauce. It's not honey.
Mic drop.
It's not a mic, but all right.
All right, you got another super chat from Halloween Enthusiast for $2 and said, "Are you guys going to East Coast Haunters Con?"
We've talked about East Coast. I don't think we came up with. I don't think we came up with an idea yet. We've also been talked to about going to Midwest. We've also been talked to about going to the Texas one. There is a bunch of places you will be seeing us this year. And again, because we're not going to be doing a haunted house and majority of our July, August, September, and October aren't going to be going to building a big maze, Amy and I are actually going to be looking to travel the country and visit other people's home haunts in October. And maybe September as well. And so we will be all over the country in various locations. Well, you know what would really be cool? Is if we were somehow for 50 days, somehow able to go to a haunted house, every one of it in every state.
That'd be so cool. We would definitely need to look into homeschooling the kids.
It'd be August. September, October. Yeah. Well,
Maybe next time.
maybe I can go.
Oh, fair. All right, so Halloween Enthusiast song goes a little something like this.
Halloween enthusiast. Halloween enthusiast.
Whoa! Your donation calls
Choosy
for a
moms,
celebration.
choose Jif.
Oh my goodness.
Choosy moms, choose Jif.
Okay, so we have caught up with our super chat. So I did see Brick Thunder say, "How do you feel about Velveeta shells and cheese?" I messed up.
Velveeta shells and cheese is the best macaroni and cheese anybody can purchase. It's a fact. Matter of fact,
Ooh, we should do a poll.
you know what? Let's do a poll. Let's do it right now.
Boom in your face. Why don't you tell them the back history while I'm setting up?
Okay, so Amy's going to set up a poll. You know, and actually this will be a perfect, don't let it go live yet until I tell you though, all right? But this will be a perfect transition into one of the subjects I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And we'll still get to the Q&As and all that because I know there was a bunch of ats and stuff. So, I saw earlier that I believe it was Kayla in the chat had specifically asked, what's going on with the Trick or Trio podcast? Well, the Trick or Trio podcast is back. It is back. It's not live yet. We have started on some of our episodes. Our first episode, the guests. Should we talk about the guests or should we talk about the host lineup instead?
Both. So do host lineup.
Okay. So our good friend Tyler G and our good friend Brick Thunder, they were my co-hosts for the first season. Brick Thunder had some other previous obligations for season 2. So he may pop in and have an episode or two with us. However, he is not going to be what's the permanent host. So we did bring the podcast back for a season 2. Tyler G and I are still hosting full time. And our first guests are the one and only Wicked Makers. The episode has already been completed. We're just making sure that we get some things tightened, and it should be dropping probably right before Transworld. Is that what we were discussing, Amy?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and that episode, to be honest, is probably one of the most informative episodes I think that we've had to date, both for DIY stuff. So if you guys want some tips and tricks that maybe aren't in the realm of a typical DIY video that is either done by Wicked Makers or frankly anybody, they gave us some kind of behind the scenes thought process of how they go about things that they really haven't discussed on their channel before. And then they also discussed a bunch of upcoming and behind the scenes stuff when it came to them and how they operate their YouTube channel, what's going to be going on in the future with their channel, some major things that they're doing over there. So Jay and Jamie were both sweethearts to carve out such a large amount of time too. It's probably one of our, if not our longest episode.
Holla! I just got $1.
All right, ready? Oh, I got to get faster on the lift. But yeah, I think it's one of our longer episodes than we've had in the past. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's just back to back gems that they're dropping of knowledge of DIY stuff, YouTube analytics stuff, their lives and their stuff. Wonderful podcast. One of my favorite episodes that we've ever done. However, while we were waiting for the guests to show, Tyler and I started having a conversation. It was around lunchtime. We were hungry, and he was like, "You know what? I've been craving some mac and cheese." And I'm like, "Dude, you know what? Mac and cheese would sound great right now," because the weather was a little gloomy, both in New Jersey and in Texas. And it was like, "Dude, you know what? I could go for some Velveeta shells and cheese." And Tyler was like, "Nah, dude, it's all about the Kraft macaroni and cheese, the blue box." Him and I ended up having a debate on this. The debate ended up leaking into the podcast. So we find out, and I'm not going to spoil it now, but we find out what Wicked Makers prefers as well. I don't think that they were expecting that to be part of the conversation, but you know what? We bring you the hard-hitting questions with the answers only we can get. So we're going to put a poll up because I'm really interested to see if you guys prefer the blue box Kraft macaroni and cheese or the Velveeta shells and cheese.
Ready?
I am ready. And will you bring the comments back up so I can see those? Thank you. So, I don't want you guys to play any biasness. Again, I am a Velveeta shells and cheese kind of guy. And Tyler has lower standards. I mean, he likes Kraft macaroni and cheese. You know, it is what it is. So yeah.
All right. So right now we have 30 votes, 53% for Velveeta shells and cheese. Kraft macaroni is 48%. It's really close.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That's very close. How much longer are we going to allow this voting to go on?
Let's do about 10 more seconds.
You want to count us down?
Sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Oh.
3.
Whoa! Your
2,
donation calls
1.
for a celebration.
All right. Did you stop the poll? Oh, I can see some of the comments. I see Jade and the Haunter said, there is no debate. Velveeta all the way. I agree.
All right, the poll ended, and it was 54% Velveeta shells and cheese, and Kraft macaroni at 45%.
So anybody who says Kraft macaroni, you probably have never had shells and cheese. And that would be the only reason you would say Kraft, because the Velveeta shells and cheese is amazing. So thank you, Brick Thunder, our good friend Brick Thunder, hitting us up with the most important question of the evening. What are your thoughts on Velveeta shells and cheese? Amy, what about you?
Definitely the Velveeta shells and cheese, 100%. 100%.
Velveeta shells and cheese.
All right, let's get back to it. We have another super chat, $2 from Maddox Hans, and said, how do you get number 1 at Spirit Halloween Flagship?
The way that you get number 1 at Spirit Halloween Flagship. Well, you first must find a genie lamp and rub that lamp and hope that a genie comes out and you get 3 wishes. Because I don't know if there's a way to get it that is a standard way to get it. Especially the way they did things last year. It was a bit strange. So, fortunately for us, every year that we have gone with our group has always been very, very, very close to the front of the line. Very close. I don't know if that's just luck of the draw, and maybe this year I'll be number 708. I don't know if it's I do know that there is usually, with at least the people that I tend to make travel plans with, that we usually are planning at least 12 months in advance. So, there you go. I'll say that much.
All right. You going to give him a song?
Oh, sure. I forgot that it was a song. It was Maddox, right? Yep. Maddox wanting to know how to become number 1. Maddox wanting to know how to become number 1. Well, first thing you got to do is get her done.
Beautiful. Okay, now we have LH Haunt sent in a 99-cent super chat, and no comment, but this is his first super chat on a live stream.
Thank you so much. That is awesome, LH. Appreciate you. Now you get a song. Yes. I met LH long time ago. That's back when Ryan dropped a prop on my toe. My toe was throbbing, and my toenail came on off. And LH laughed in my face and made me have a cough. Hey, there we go.
All right. Jason Bar King Dice sent in a $5 super chat and said, check out Haunt Out South Jersey.
So we will be checking out multiple haunts. I mean, literally, I want to go to as many haunts as possible in September and October. We might even have like a whole thing where it's like, hey, do you want to be featured on the sign up here or whatever? And if we can get to it, we will. Now, I will say, when we go to do these haunt videos, that where we go visit haunts, I may or may not tell people, hey, we're coming through. Right? Like, you got to let us know your operating hours and all this other stuff, because, and the only reason I say this is, if there's 5 haunted houses in a city that I am not always in, I'm going to try to hit those 5 up. And so it is easiest for me to get in there, check it out, get scared, do our content, and hey, dude, awesome, we'll talk to you, and take off. Sometimes when we've said to people in the past, hey, we're coming by your haunted house, it turns into like which is always okay except for this particular format that we're doing, but it turns into like a 4-hour me talking about animatronics the whole time and Amy saying,
All right, time to go.
yeah.
But I do want to say really quick on that, really excited about going to all the different haunts. I do think, and we haven't really talked about it or finalized anything, I'm actually just bringing this up right now, but we should do something like how it, the mini Great Fright Fight where we give a trophy and like...
Kind of, yeah. We have a trophy for the Flagship Olympics. Why would we not do a trophy for this? But what should we call this?
Savannah's something.
Savannah
hair reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay? Get it? It makes sense. Get
Savannah's spookiest. I'll come up with a name.
We'll get it. We'll get it. All right. You want to give him a song? Jason Barr.
Jason Barr wants me to go to New Jersey. But I said, hey there, dude, I don't know if I can go right now. And the reason is New Jersey's cold as There we go.
All right. Next up, we have another super chat from Haunted Gowl. $5 super chat and said, how are you doing tonight? Again, first super chat on a live stream.
You'll see why.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see that.
It's did you say Haunted Gowl?
Oh, sorry. I always say it like that. I said it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ghoul.
I know. Okay, I always say it like that. I'm sorry.
Haunted Gowl.
And we also have another.
Wait, I got to do a song.
Okay.
For her.
Haunted
Gowl.
Ghoul.
Hey, Haunted Gowl. Why are you wearing a towel? Feel free to use that on your YouTube channel.
You still got to do a song for Prop Doctor. Just remember that.
I said they can use that clip on their YouTube channel. Now you're reminded, hey, you said 40 years ago you were going to record something and you never did.
Been a year. Which, by the way, somebody asked earlier about, are we doing a 12-hour? What are you doing?
This is Amy when she talks to me.
We're doing a 12-hour live again for April Fools.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So be ready.
So April Fool's Day, or we did it the night before, right?
Yeah, we did 7 to 7.
Yeah, we will do a 12-hour live. The last time we did it, some people stuck around for the whole 12 hours. I don't know how. And I was falling asleep on this live.
So funny. It was.
And getting scared from super chats. So... You know what, though, we really should do is I need you to look into how we can set up those super chats. Even if we set up the sound to the sound bar or something. And I want to figure out, even if we have lights that are sound.
Holla! I just got
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can definitely get that done.
Okay, we got another super chat.
All right, here we go. Russ McCamey sent in $4.99 and said, "Can you visit my haunt?"
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one, I'm going to hope that was a fake account of Russ McCamey from McCamey Manor. Either way, it's hilarious. If you have not watched, first off, if you don't know who Russ McCamey is or what McCamey Manor is, for over a decade at least, if not longer, he has always been reported on as having the scariest haunted house in America and the most extreme haunted house. And there's clips of him talking about having a mile-long zip line and an underwater maze and thousands of rats that will crawl over your skin and all this. But as the internet evolved, the people who did experience McCamey Manor said, hey, dude, that's not really what this is. This is just a psychopath that is torturing people for a few hours. Their words, not mine. Torturing people for a few hours and having a jolly old time about it. And some of his footage, his unedited footage, has been leaked recently due to a YouTuber named Reckless Ben, which I urge everybody to go subscribe to. Awesome channel. And he really shook up a lot of the haunted house community. And I don't even know if Ben at the time when he was doing it realized there was a haunted house community. But I don't think that anybody will be attending McCamey Manor anytime soon or ever again. There's definitely some inconsistencies with what the guy claims he had versus what he's actually showing people or doing with people. That's part one. And part two, it's not a haunted house like you guys think a normal haunted house is. You know, it's tasing people and shaving their head and just punching them in the face and, you know, things like, it's just like, what? Like, it's not fun. Maybe for him, and he gets like some weird kind of, I don't know. But hilarious super chat, by the way. Now he says it, you want to see my... So he says, want to see my pet rat? And part of this
Savannah,
joke from this super
that's
chat.
A small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay. Get it? It makes sense.
Part of the joke from that super chat is that Reckless Ben, who's exposing Russ McCamey, says, dude, produce one rat. You said you have hundreds of rats or thousands of rats. Just produce one. And he can't. So yeah. It's... Are
you gonna do a song for him?
For Russ McCamey? No, I'm not doing a song for Russ McCamey. That I won't do. Sorry, that's where I draw the line. Sorry, Russ, if that is your real rat name.
All right, so we're getting to the other questions here. So, Halloween Collector asked, Savannah, will you get a new clowning around?
Probably not. Probably not. And who did you say asked that?
Halloween Collector.
Oh, interesting. Interesting that it was Halloween Collector. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Interesting, Halloween Collector. Don't know, buddy. Probably not.
Okay, there was another question. Hold on. Are you planning on going to HauntCon in February in Florida? Sean Medders, Medders.
I have never thought about going. What the?
What happened?
The cat just jumped from the sky.
Really? Hold on, I gotta see this.
You all right, cat? All right. I've never thought about going. I mean, I totally could. I would just need more details, so we'll probably look it up. Bro, I need you to go. I need you to... Amy, can you please do something with this cat? Why is he... Can you put him in his room? This cat has his own bedroom. Why is he out here? Everybody's saying magic cat. Magic kitty cat. You magic kitty cat, huh?
Just want some love.
I know, but we're unalive.
I know. Come here, kitty.
There we go. See you later, cat. Russ McCamey with a $5 super chat said, attention, Savannah. This is Russ McCamey, 10-year associate, Summerton, Tennessee, 931, signing out. Good night.
Wow.
Thank you, Russ
Savannah
McCamey.
hair reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like,
With the
to
$5
pay.
super chat.
It makes sense.
Russ
Get
McCamey
back.
has no rats, but definitely tosses cats at people. The Gail Lewis and McCamey manner.
All right. Darila said, what happened to clowning around?
I sold clowning around. Sold clowning around. Sold him. 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 I sold him. I sold him. I sold him. I sold him. Amy was asking me to now extend my display, but I sold him to a friend. I sold him. I sold him. Velveeta shells and cheese.
Oh my god. All right. Next. Let's go to the next thing. There were a bunch of questions. We'll ask more questions at the end, but you want to talk about Transworld?
Sure.
Okay, that'll be up next.
All right. So, well, no, we got this.
We can do that.
Okay. So, Transworld. We will be at Transworld. Darila said, holy crap, I got a free song from Savannah. We will be at Transworld. Yeah.
Is anyone else going?
With us?
No.
With them?
In the chat.
Oh, yeah. Great. That's a great question. Anybody else going? We'll be there.
Chris and Sophia said that he sold 16 animatronics. Why? And some, let's see. Dulce Shomar said, so what made you sell clowning around?
Because a lot of our animatronics are just sitting in boxes. We don't have enough room to display them all. We're not doing a haunt anymore. We're only doing a display now. So it's like, what is the am I having this animatronic? What is the purpose of having a collection if that collection can't be on display? So now that I'm thinking about it after the fact, what I probably should have done is sold a bunch of the cheaper ones and kept the more expensive and rare ones. But that's not what I did. Sold clowning around. I only sold one so far, but it was clowning around.
Benjamin Thunder said, hey, Savannah, where did you get that blue demon-like Brick Thunder have?
You're talking about a mini Colossus. This was actually made by Brick Thunder. I believe he only made, I want to say it was 8 or something like that. 6? Something of that nature. This is made out of latex, has real fur, glossy eyes, and the detail is just amazing. And Brick is one of our good friends. Absolutely adore the whole Brick Thunder family, if you will. And his dad is freaking awesome. His mom, his grandmother. We've met his aunts and uncles and his sister, and everybody is just, they're like our extended family. We absolutely love them. So this was a gift directly from Brick Thunder himself. So thank you for asking.
All right. Do you want to talk about
Transworld? We're going to Transworld.
We already talked about it.
We said we were going to ask if anybody else was going.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you who I know is going
Okay, go ahead and
off
talk
the
about
top of my head.
it. Okay.
I know Brick is going.
Yep.
I know Tyler G is going. I know, I think Ryan's is going.
He is going.
Do we know for sure?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I don't know.
I do.
Okay, so I guess Ryan's is going. Is Jaden going? I think Jaden's going.
Jaden is going.
Yeah.
He's, yeah. Jacked up.
Jacked Up is going. Wicked Weatherman, I believe, is going.
He hasn't committed yet.
Okay, but he's trying to go. I believe. I don't know. A whole bunch of people. I don't remember who else. I don't remember a lot. I'm getting old. Okay? Okay? And you're going.
William Gaming, I believe, said he was going here in the chat. I'm not sure who else yet. Oh, Glingus said he was going to try.
Glingus says
no,
he's going to be in New
I'm
York.
going to be in New York, actually, yeah.
Gord Galore says he lives 30 minutes from Transworld. So then you better be going, dude.
Yeah, William Gaming is going.
Right on. I will say, if you have not gone to Transworld, it's amazing. Kinda.
It is amazing.
Well, let me say this. It's amazing, meaning you will see the best in the world, the best animatronics, the best masks, the best costumes, the best effects, the best makeup. You will see the best of the best out of the whole world. Anything Halloween related, you will see the best of the best. However, a lot, if not everything that you see that most people going will not be able to afford. To be honest, you see animatronics that are, here's an animatronic that's $17,000. Here's an animatronic that's $40,000. Here's an animatronic. It's great to look at if you have that kind of income, to be able to buy yourself an expensive animatronic like this guy here. Cool. But I personally am not going to be spending that kind of money on crazy animatronics. So even the masks, I have recently started getting into silicone masks, which we now have a couple silicone masks that one of them is a one-of-a-kind from Immortal Masks. Not the sculpt, but the paint and the hair was one that is a one-of-a-kind. Nobody's done the same paint job or hair before. Those are even pricey. Some of those masks were like $1,200, $600. You know what I mean? For a mask. But they're awesome. So if you're looking to go to buy stuff, save up or do what I do. What I've done multiple times, and I know like folks like Jacked Up Builds has done. I know that a couple different haunters that are more into the DIY piece of it is we go and we get inspiration, right? I want to see how they made an effect. And if I feel like I can recreate that for a fraction of the price, I would do that. And that's where a lot of our effects have come from, is I had gone to Transworld. I saw something awesome. It was a price tag of $176 billion. And I said, oh, dude, I can do that for $174 billion. So fair warning on that. It's not like if you've gone to Flagship or something where it's like, oh, hey, everything's, roughly $300 and cheaper or something like. Nah, bro. If you had $300 to your name, you might be able to get some t-shirts, hot dog. You might not be able to get what you're hoping to get. We bought, I don't even know where that is. We bought a mallet, a UV.
It's in the studio.
Mallet that is actually crafted after old circus mallets and spent a lot on it and never used it. Not once did we use it.
We tried to use it in the haunt, but it was not freaking scary.
Right.
Like you're just holding it. Like what is
And not to
scary?
knock the people who made it, because it looks
Yeah,
incredible.
no, it looks absolutely amazing. The quality is absolutely amazing. However, it's just not. We didn't find a use for it. Again, in our haunt, we wanted it to be very, very, very scary, loud noises, the air in your face, like things that actually like scare you, and that just unfortunately didn't do it.
Right.
Now an elevator would be freaking amazing.
If we had a haunted house, and we don't. So
just wait till we see all the new stuff this year. Then we're gonna be like, oh, do we want to have a haunted house?
and then you know what's going to happen, Amy? I'm going to tell you this right now. What's going to happen is if we go to Transworld and you fall in love with doing a haunted house again, and you say, yes, we're going to do a haunted house, you're going to have to find me another clowning around.
I can do that.
$1,200. What, are you
Maybe.
crying right now?
No, I'm just thinking. Why do you think I'm crying?
Your eyes look like you were about to.
No.
$1,200.
Yeah, because you're taking the haunted house away from me.
God took the haunted house away from you. The God of fire took the haunted house away from you. What are you talking? I thought, are you serious right now?
No.
Can't believe you. I'm taking the haunted house away from you. Wow. Wow. Jaden said you're mourning the loss of clowning around.
I am. Sad tears. He'd sold it without even consulting.
That is not true.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we just really what happened is he sold it, and then I started coming up with the idea of displaying all of our animatronics. Not all of them, but the rest of them in the backyard. It only makes sense. We were going to use the backyard this year. Why not use it next year? Also, really quick, I did see Chris and Sophia in here say that he's selling all of his animatronics. So he's not doing it anymore? He's not collecting?
I think the conversations I've had with Chris is that as I don't want to put his business out there, but as time progresses, it gets harder and harder for us old dudes to put stuff up and take it down and put it up and take it down and put it up and take it down. You know, we don't have the energy of an 18-year-old kid anymore. And from my understanding with him, he's like, dude, it's just becoming, the love is still there for it,
right,
but the work of doing it solo too, right? I know that Sophia helps him a bit too, but and his wife as well, but majority of it being solo and him kind of having the holding the torch for that is hard to do at times. And I can understand that.
I think that everybody needs to kind of put that in perspective, because realistically that is the case for everybody. Like right now we're in this time of everybody collecting and, you know, buying animatronics and being on the live, you know what I mean, all together. And at some point in your life, whether it be in a year or 5 years or 20 years or 50 years or whatever the case may be, that time, the time in your life of this is not going to be there anymore. So you got to enjoy every single moment.
Right. And I think that what happens is when because you can enjoy, like I will always enjoy Halloween. I will always enjoy displays, haunted houses, the love, the craft. I will always, always, always enjoy it.
Give a round of applause to our newest carny.
Thank you, Sarah. Just wanted to say thank you for subscribing. I will always enjoy it. But I mean, dude, as you get older, and some of you guys are younger than us, you don't probably fully realize it yet, but as you get older, that stuff starts becoming harder and harder. And you also, the other thing is every year you're trying to outdo yourself from the year before. So it's literally a race against time, and you're also outdoing yourself. So it's, I'm spending more money, I'm spending more time, I'm spending more energy, and it's harder for me to do. Right? Like my body's slowing down, but the effects need to go up. And I know from experience, probably not as much as Chris knows, but it's hard when you're doing something and, you know, like I luckily have you to help with a lot of it. And I know that Chris is married as well, but it's not our production. And Chris's production is not like how some other people's production is, where it's like, hey, we got 20 people putting this on. We got
Savannah hair reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay? Get it? It makes sense.
we got, you know, 25 people that are going to be here on time and you know, and that's the part that burns me out is the taking all of it on myself with no guarantee that there's going to be people helping every year. I do think that if we had a team of people like that just lived near us, that were like, hey, we're going to help with the haunted house, and we're going to help build, and we're going to help paint, and we're going to help plan, and we're going to help act, and we're going to help with security, and we're going to help. It's so much easier to accomplish what you need to accomplish as opposed to like, all right, Amy, you ready? Let's get up. I know that, you know, we could be having our cup of coffee or we could be eating breakfast, but no, these walls ain't going to paint themselves. It's just you and I. Let's roll. Right? To a degree. I mean, I know that we have friends that help here and there. So I get why he's selling his animatronic collection. I'm sure that it broke his heart doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah. We want to talk about this right here. We talked about Transworld. We talked about the Trick or Trio. We talked about selling certain animatronics. We talked about the future displays. Oh, I want to know, how are you guys liking the 2024 Scary Stories series? We have mixed it up a bit. It's not just Spirit now. It's just Scary Stories. And what they're doing is telling the backstory to some of our favorite animatronics. So I want to know what you guys think about them.
So we need to do that super chat.
Which super chat?
So we had that super chat come in, Maddox Haunts, for $2, and he said, remember my name. I will be first next year at Flagship.
Maddox, I won't forget because I've had to sing 7 songs so far. But Maddox, you said next year. That's 2025. You're going to be in line. Maybe you'll be number 1. But in 2024, you got competition, son. You got competition, son. Because I know a guy that lives in Jersey who lives right around the corner, and he told me that he's gonna rappel from the roof. I don't know. Oh, that's it.
Oh, we did have another super chat from Jacked Up Builds. Okay. Jacked Up Builds and
Whoa! Your donation calls for a
want
celebration.
your back to snap like Techie's welds. No, but seriously, be safe.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be safe, but as you know, and the thing is I know that like right now it's like a joke. Oh yeah, we don't want your back to. People really get hurt doing this, bro. Not just the old guys. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, probably our pain thresholds are much higher than other people's. So when you think about, oh yeah, the old guy's back snapped, bro. If you're like 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and your back does it, you're probably going to be crying. Whereas an old guy's like, you know what? I'm going to just rub some dirt on it. go lay down, eat a sandwich, and be back at it tomorrow. So, just saying. I'm just saying. But speaking of all these super chats, Amy, we do have a new feature on the channel, and I wanted to discuss that.
Yes, I think you should.
You can. We have membership perks on the channel now. And what membership perks are is this is kind of, I know that a lot of people do like, hey, there's a Patreon and there's this and there's, man, I don't want anybody going to other websites, right? If you want to support the channel, if you want to help having video content coming out, live content coming out on a regular basis, you want to help us stay motivated to do YouTube, we have a membership plan with YouTube now. So YouTube had contacted us and said, hey, we want you guys to do this membership program with us. And essentially what it is that if you guys pledge a certain amount a month, you get certain perks. And so we have 3 different tiers of that, which is, what is it? It's like Jokester. Well, I only see one.
Jokester.
Right. And then what's after that? You didn't write it.
Shoot. Hold on. Sorry.
That's Jokester, Carney, and Ringmaster or something. I don't know. But there's different perks. And so like if you do the Jokester one, it's like $3. And what that means is you, instead of doing like a super chat or something of that nature, you're like tossing $3 our way each month. But the cool thing about it is that you get stuff out of it, right? So you know, there's a song and all that, but like you can get custom emojis that can be used in our comments and in our lives. So custom emojis, I think it's like 5 or 6. There's more. There's a whole bunch of custom emojis and what they call loyalty badges. So you can get like a Punkinator badge next to your name, or some of our inside joke badges next to your name, and then you can also use special emojis that nobody else can. And that's available. And then the next option is the Jester option, and that's $5 a month. And with the Jester option, you get all of the stuff from the Jokester. So you get the badges, you get the emojis and all that cool stuff. You get to support the channel, but you also get shout outs at the end of every single video. So every single one of our videos, we will have your name listed there, showing that you are one of our jesters, one of our supporters. And then the third one is $10 a month. The $10 a month thing, not only will you get all of that and get a special spot that you're getting shout outs at the end of videos, but you will get member only lives. Now think about that. Lives just like we're having now, except it's only for the true hardcore member only lives, where we will be way more open with having conversations via phone calls with you guys, and it will be a little bit more off the cuff and crazy and wild and a little bit more intimate as well. So instead of having, how many people are watching right now, Amy? Instead of having 50, which is actually pretty low for one of our lives, it might be 7, it might be 10, where we can make sure that we're all undivided attention, having legit conversation and all that good stuff. And you can also always just watching us, just sharing and liking helps so much as well. And also super chats are always welcome as well. But I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. If you chose to do that, then cool, dope. We appreciate it. So yeah.
So Brick Thunder asked, how do we join? And next to the subscribe button, when you're watching a live or video, to the left of that says join. And it actually looks like Maddox Haunts joined as a jester.
So Maddox Haunts is our first member.
Woo!
Bro, Maddox, Dope, dope, dope. And I don't know if you can see, he already has a specialized badge next to his name right now.
That's awesome.
In the live chat. It says member and everything. That's dope. And yes, Brick Thunder, that is accurate. He said maybe we could do Jackboxes again. Yes, we can do all of that. We can do Jackbox. We can do Gardic phones. We can do all the stuff that we can't do on normal lives. So,
That's fun.
awesome idea. Awesome idea. Dude, Maddox, look, heck yeah, look, he's got all the emojis.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bro. Props to Maddox, dude. Dropping the emojis. He's got the Punkinator emojis, 2 Savannah emojis. He's got Uncle Charlie with the gat. We're going to be adding more emojis as well. We're going to be doing that on a regular basis. So if you do end up being any member, you will be getting access to multiple emojis. We put the 4 out there for now with the multiple badges you can choose next to your name. And then we will be adding more emojis as well. So awesome. Dude, that is so dope. That is so dope.
Monster guy.
That is, dude, Maddox is right. I am going to remember his name. Dude, you were our first member, bro. First member. Who knows? Maybe 20 years from now, we might have 17 members.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, but awesome. Appreciate it, bro.
Weatherman Hans was saying that he can't see where it says.
It's because he's on his phone, he says. He doesn't see the button on his phone. I believe you do have to be... I don't know. I think I have it on my phone. Let me see here. Let me see what's going on over here. He says you can't see it on your phone. We're about to find out if you can see it on your phone. We're about to find out if you can see it on your phone.
I don't think you can.
There's got to be a way to see it on your phone. Go to... All right, hold up. I'm in the live now. I'm going to turn it down and make sure... Oh, wait. I don't know if it will show for me because I am me.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look like it's on the phone.
Okay.
Oh, Halloween enthusiast.
Halloween enthusiast says, welcome, Carney. Right on. So Halloween enthusiast signed up as a Carney. That means that he's going to be getting a member-only live, too. And we're going to be doing those once a month. And it is guaranteed to be doing them once a month.
Nope, the Halloween King.
Halloween, yep, Halloween King with the jokester. You guys are doing it for the emojis. Let's be real. You just want the emojis. Oh, Nate Scare says you can go to the super chat and there's an option for membership when you hit super chat on your phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me see.
So,
Let's see.
like he's already doing emoji. This is so dope. So cool. Love it, love it, love it. This is super cool. So, again, we're going to be flooding you guys with crazy emojis. They won't let you do, like, emojis that change. So that part, like, I wanted some that, like, you know what I mean? Moved and all that. YouTube won't allow that. But we will be doing a bunch of emojis. And most of these emojis, the ones now, I believe, are interchangeable. Some of them are on Discord, on our Discord server. However, the emojis from here on out in the future, the Discord server emojis and the live emojis, or I'm sorry, the YouTube emojis are going to be different. So Discord, you can obviously, do we have a description below on the live? Mm-hmm. You can go join the Discord down there, but the emojis here on YouTube will be completely different from here on out. So
I do not see what he's talking about on the super chat. Like being able to join on your phone.
Can I see your phone real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, don't know.
Yeah, it's not there.
I'll have to figure out where it is on the phone part of it. Amy said she's going to look it up right now.
There has to be a way, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, and the other cool thing, I don't know if everybody else can tell in the chat, but we can see members' names. It highlights it differently. Does it show it on the chat on your phone that members' names are highlighted differently? Because I can see it.
Yeah, it does.
Which is dope. Because we can be like, oh, dude, I can see, who we have as folks helping us, but I can also see the members, which is super fresh.
Yeah.
Haunted Ghoul said, where did you get that clown cutout behind you? Are we talking about this one? This one actually was from Spirit Halloween a few years ago. It was one of their store displays, and it has, if I can find it without moving too much, like yanking at the freaking thing. No, I haven't moved. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here. It has switches on each eye to turn. Oh, batteries must be dead. Kind of turning. This one does it too. But I think the batteries are dying. It usually goes a bit faster. But yeah. So I noticed that you guys are asking a lot about the stuff in this area. We used to do lives down here before we did lives up in the studio, and this is where we do our podcast, which I know you always can't tell if you listen on Spotify, obviously, or you listen on like Apple Music or something to the Trick Our Trio podcast. Obviously you can't see, but if you see it on the Trick Our Trio YouTube channel, usually the screen is much smaller, but this is where we normally do that. And, I got little cute little things here. There's a little Pennywise plants, and we got all different kinds of coffee mugs, like horror themed coffee mugs here. I think we have other ones as well that we're just not at the desk. So yeah.
Oh, Brick Thunder joined as a member, and he is a carny.
Oh, right on. Thank you so much, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar as a carny. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means that we're going to have to get some Jackbox cracking on our next members only live.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I'm just saying. Cobwebs and candlesticks.
About to get to his question.
I believe it's a girl.
No, I've seen their channel before.
Why did I always think that Cobwebs and Candlesticks was a girl?
Well, I think it's a couple, I believe.
Oh, well, that's why. So Cobwebs and Candlesticks asked, did the house get fixed since the fire that burned down our haunted house? Yes and no. Majority of it did. We still have stuff that has not been fixed, and we have been working with our insurance company on, which is, we haven't even been getting a response from them, have we? And we have been working with some window companies as well, because some of the windows need to be fixed a bit. So great question. But no, we have not done that just yet. Not 100%. It's like 95% good to go. However, everything in the haunted house gone. Gone.
It's a guy, see? He's got
Oh, I assure you, I'm a dude.
I've seen his channel before. I'm like, it's man.
I assure you, I'm a dude.
Golden Emperors just signed up to be a member, and he signed up as a jokester. Welcome.
Welcome, Golden Embers. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you so much, bro. Again, it's going to be fun to do these, to do the Carney lives once a month. And then, again, I can't say enough to you guys about the support that you give us. The only videos that will not be shout outs are shorts or the Spirit Scary Stories. Other than that, every video that we have will have a whole shout out section. So wanted to let you guys know that. So you will be seeing all of you members that have joined today and join in the future, because the beautiful thing is it's not just a live thing. If you're watching normal videos or what have you, you'll be able to join at those. I guess it sounds like you have to be on a PC to do it.
Yeah, I don't. It says I looked it up and it said you can join on your phone, but I don't know.
It's strange. We'll figure it out. You know what? We'll figure it out and we'll talk about. We'll do a little quick video this weekend about the perks of being a member. We'll drop some new emojis as well, and then we will talk about the lives, the member only lives, and we'll show you guys exactly how to join on your phone as well. So, Golden Ember said I did it on mobile.
What? Yeah, it's well. So it does say, it says go to the channel of or a video uploaded by the creator that you'd like to support and see if they've enabled membership on their channel and click or tap join. So that's weird. It does say you can do it through the app.
Oh, we'll figure it out. I do want to say welcome to Wicked Weatherman, who also is a Carney.
Oh.
So thank you so much, bro.
Savannah hair reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay? Get it? It makes sense. Get that?
And Mr. Halloween Dude with a $4.99 super chat. What does he say, Amy?
He said, well, hello. Just wanted to say hi and happy Friday. Also, I've recently got my Poison Props Jack in the Box back. And,
Back?
oh, sorry, that's my dyslexia.
That's not dyslexia. You're just making up words, Amy.
sorry.
Ice cream.
Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. And D8.
And I is what he meant.
I'm
And I am very happy with
very
it.
happy with it.
So I saw the video of that Poison Props Jack in the Box, and it looks awesome. I'm so happy that you're happy with it. It looks incredible. Absolutely love it. Again, but this is what we were talking about when it comes to Transworld and stuff. Those props ain't cheap. You know what I mean? They ain't cheap. So more power to you, bro. I will say that we have a pneumatic mech that we've never used. We bought our first pneumatic mech last year for a haunted house, and not once did we get to use it.
We got it at Texas Haunters Convention.
And it was expensive.
It was very expensive, and we're never going to be able to use it.
Never going to be able to use it. So I think we need to start having some Amy emojis too.
No.
Yeah, what about one of you holding an ice cream? We have one of me thrown up when I was doing the
Oh, yeah.
Bean Boozles or whatever. That taste. Remember we did that taste test?
Oh, yeah, we need to do that again.
That was disgusting, dude.
Do that. We'll do that for the members only live, though. That'd be so funny.
That was so gross.
I gave you tuna, and you, like...
Bro, that was the nastiest thing ever.
And you like tuna.
I know, but I didn't understand that it was disgusting, dude. It was gross. It was gross. So, I want to talk about one other thing, Amy. And I know that you want to as well. And I want you guys to talk about it with us. It's January. We're not even 2 weeks into the month. Not even 2 weeks into the year. Before we get to that, let me rewind. I want to say something real quick. Because of all the support that we're receiving on the live, the members joining, all this cool, exciting stuff, I do want to say that I got a message today that kind of upset me.
Okay, yeah, and I think we should just explain
I want to explain.
what's been going on the last, couple...
Let me just say. So I got a message from someone who was in this live that said, "Hey, are you guys going live?" And we were. This was a couple weeks ago. Hey, you guys going live? What you guys don't know is the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, you went to the.
Oh, it was on the 31st.
Actually, that message was sent the day that you went to the ER. Now, given the subscribers did not know that.
Correct.
You know, not everybody.
That one it did in particular, though, because I messaged that person and said we would, but I'm having some personal things going on right now. Just so you guys know, on the 26th of December, I went to the doctor and everything is okay. Let me just say that. It started sounding like it was a little too serious. Everything's okay. But I went to the doctor for a routine checkup and I had started getting some pain in my left arm. And I just said, it feels like when you get a flu shot, you know, it's like kind of achy. And they were like, maybe you slept on it wrong. And I was like, because this is from before Christmas. I don't think I was sleeping on it wrong, but all right, I'll listen to you, right? By the time 4 days later on December 30th, I could not move my arm. There was pain from my shoulder all the way down to my fingertips. I couldn't move my arm. It was horrible. One of the worst pains I've ever felt. On the 31st,
It was worse.
it was very worse. And Amy said, we're going to the emergency room. So we were going to be going live on after that we were going to go to live. It was the week after or whatever, a couple days after. So we go to the emergency room. I'm in the emergency room for hours. They're putting all these, picking and prodding and poking me, and they're doing all these tests and all this stuff to find out what's going on. Is I have calcification in my shoulder. And what that means is some people, not all, but some people, when they have an injury to their body will produce calcium in that area. Every injury, your body will. But normally, your body will take that calcium, absorb it, heal your muscle and whatever else is going wrong with that area, and keep it pushing. But mine turns into sharp, jagged rocks. And it was stabbing into my muscle and my tendons and a nerve or something of that nature, and shooting these pains all the way down my arm to the point where I could not move my arm. So they gave me a bunch of pills. They gave me some steroids. They said, hey, dude, you should be good to go. And then it was on the 6th.
I don't remember.
I went back to the ER because it got worse. It got worse. It was bad on the 30th, worse on the 31st. They gave me some meds. About a week later, it was horrible. And they said it was only going to be like 3 days and you'll be good to go. Okay. So we planned to do a live. I got a message from a subscriber saying, hey, love the channel. My name is blah, blah, blah. And are you guys going to go live soon? And I said to that subscriber, going through some personal things. Because obviously I'm not going to say, hey, yeah, I'm at the ER right now. Or, you know, I said, I'm going through some personal things. We'll be back at it soon. Appreciate it. Love you, bro. Let's keep it pushing. Amy and I have a plan to go live today because now I'm back to my old self.
You had an injection.
I had a crazy injection. I had a needle about that big go through my shoulder. They had to get into my bone and all that. It was grimy, right? So they go into all of this, give me another injection. Next day I was still feeling About 2 or 3 days later, I started feeling normal. Even right now, it's still a little achy, but it doesn't hurt, right? Like I lifted heavy stuff yesterday. So I get a message from this person today. Said, hey, you going to go live? Now, meanwhile, I'm doing catch up on stuff from my 9-to-5 job. I have 5 kids, 3 dogs, 4 cats, as you guys saw. I have a lot of responsibility and things that we juggle here. A couple minutes later, says it again. Hey, you're going to go live. I don't have a chance to respond. And the only reason I knew that they sent it again is because I got a notification while I was driving. Okay? Gonna keep it pushing. I'll respond when I have time to. When I go to respond, I had a message. Ooh, I had a message. And you know that I'm talking to you. And I'm saying it to everybody else too, just so you understand. If I could go live every single night, I would. I really would. I love being here. Amy loves being here with you guys. Like, if we could do it every single night, we could. I would never have time to edit stuff. I would never have time to do a podcast. I would never have time to do unboxings. I would never have time to do a normal 9-to-5 job. I would never have time to raise my kids. I would never have time to take a dog on a walk. I would never have time to eat or drink. Right? I'm juggling a lot and still making sure that we can do lives on a semi-consistent basis. It's definitely going to be more on a consistent basis with the membership thing. But this message that I got from the person was disgusting. It was offensive. And it was disappointing. And it was pretty much using some slur words, calling me all kinds of mother effer, saying I hate you. 2 seconds ago, or not really 2 seconds ago, but the message that you sent 2 weeks ago was talking about how much of a big fan you were of the channel, and you love me and Amy, and da-da-da-da-da. Now all of a sudden you hate me. You hate me, and you hate the channel, and you hate this, and you hate that, and you're this, and you're that, and blah, blah, blah. Because I didn't go live right when you snapped your fingers, bro. Again, if I could, I would. I was in an ER emergency room, doped up. I had pain meds. I had muscle relaxers, all different combinations of it. Morphine. You know what morphine does to somebody? It turns them to a zombie so that they don't have to feel anything, not just pain, but anything. I was zonked out, and only the closest people that we know, like my closest, not even everybody in my family knew that this was going on. So, because I don't want to tell people, hey, I'm in an ER and get a bunch of people afraid, right? So because I didn't do something that would have been inappropriate for me to do, which was jump on a live drugged up from an ER, which we have done an ER short before, right before an emergency surgery, before and after, which still was a little evasive for me to do that video. But understand we are people, right? What is the one thing we say at the end of every live? Bullies suck, bro. Right? Like, this is supposed to be a spot where we can all come together and be ourselves. And I try to do that as much as possible. Not just for me, but for you guys. Because I know a lot of you guys look forward to this just as much as I do. And a lot of you guys want to have time to kick it with other carnies and make little jokes and see stuff like Russ McCamey jump in, or a cat jump from, all of the crazy haywire stuff that happens on here, right? It's fun for all of us. It's healing for all of us. Sometimes we need to unplug from the drama of the world and have a live where we just sit here and talk a bunch of crap with each other, right? But you also need to understand that if I'm not able to do it, there's probably a reason. So I'm sorry if I let you down. All right, I'm sorry if you feel so upset that a live didn't occur, that you have turned love for me and Amy and the channel into hate, or that you have turned, I'm sorry that the disappointment of us not going live either caused you to be somebody that you're really not, or exposed you for who you really are. I hope it's not this one. I forgive you. I'll say that much. The stuff that you said was pretty disgusting. I hope all of you guys forgive him or her. I don't want to say who it is. Doesn't matter who it is. But I hope all of you guys forgive that person. And I hope that all of you guys forgive me the way I forgive you. We all need grace. We all make mistakes. We all can't be everything all the time. Right? And that goes for everybody. That goes for your teachers, your parents, your brother, your sister, your kids, your next door neighbor, the guy who's giving you the food when you go to pick up a Domino's pizza, right? Like everybody, you don't know what everybody is going through in their life. Every single person has their own story that they're the main character of, right? You, right now, the person that is watching this, I'm just a part of your story because you're watching this. But at the end of the day, you are the main character of your story. You should never allow the expectations that you have for other people to change who you are. I had to learn this from Amy when I was a freaking adult. You can't expect people to do what you would expect them to do, and you can't expect people to do what you would do. If somebody comes through for you, that's awesome. If somebody doesn't come through for you, hey, who knows? Maybe the person didn't want to come through for you and they're a jerk. Or maybe the person couldn't come through for you because they're laid up in a hospital bed. All right, so I just want you guys to understand we're doing our best here. We'll continue to strive to do better. We at least have a monthly live where we get to play video games and laugh and have that part. Where it might be a little more intimate, which is cool. So again, I apologize for any disappointment that any of you have experienced with the fluctuation of the schedule of our channel, whether it be unboxing videos or lives, because I know there's times where we do a bunch of videos and we don't do lives. And there's times we do a bunch of lives and we don't do videos. And there's times where you get posts on a daily basis in the community tab. And then there's times where it's like, hey, dude, 2 months and I ain't seen anything in the community tab. There's a lot that we juggle. We have birthdays, Christmases, deaths, weddings, divorces. Not Amy and I, but I'm not saying you and I. I'm saying people in our family and our friends. Like, not you and I. Bro, I'm just saying real life stuff. You gotta divorce me now? Gosh. No. I know you ain't. But we love everybody, and we're doing the best that we can. I'm not just Savannah, right? Trust me, Savannah is me, but I also I got to pay a water bill. I got to take out the garbage. I have to take a shower and wash my hair. I got to clean my chute. There's so many other things that go on off camera that I hope you guys can understand. You want to roll into or roll out of that subject? Yeah. Well, I'm saying, can you jump on the mic and say something? Because now you're getting all teary-eyed. Getting all crybabied out.
No, I think we can definitely move on. You know, we're real life people and we go through things just like everybody else.
And that's the one thing I want to say is that, like, people always talk about, like, oh, dude, I like you guys because you're not you're not YouTubers, right? Like, we don't fake stuff here where it's like, I had a cat jump over here 2 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Like, we don't. I'm not like, oh, yeah, and then subscribe. You know what I mean? Like, we're real people and everybody loves that. Except when we're real. So, yeah. All right. Felt like I needed to get that out there. Felt like I need to get out there. What I was going to say, last piece of this live, 2 weeks into January, not even 2 weeks, January 12th, I want to talk about what our predictions are going to be for this year. I have an idea of what I think is going to occur this year when it comes to the haunt community. Ben Sampson said, "We're not moving on until you say who it was." Never, ever, 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 ever. But I have ideas on not. I don't want to say like predictions, but I have ideas of what I wish I could see. I want to see more servo props that used facial expressions like the what was the witch's name?
On who? Sorry, I was reading comments.
The witch's name from Home Depot. What was her name? But that was moving her face from the servos. I want to see more. I want to see more props of that. Clown or not, I want to see more. That's part one. Part two, I want to see more things that are Lethal Lily. Thank you so much, Jacked Up. I want to see more things like Emmeline.
Somebody just had a rescan.
Yeah. I think that we need to see stuff that is more. We've had a lot of year after year after year after year after year after year after year of animatronic. I want to see more jump scare stuff.
Yes.
And not just the spider. You know what I mean? Emmeline, amazing. Want to say welcome to Glingus.
Whoop whoop.
He said, "Whoa, finally figured it out."
Wait, on his phone or on the computer?
I don't know. Glingus, did you figure it out on your phone or on your computer? That's the question. Burnt Memory says, Emmeline was such a breakthrough. I agree. I mean, really, Emmeline, if you think about it, was kind of very similar. Wasn't the same, but very similar. Mr. Dark, but coming like upside down, coming at you as opposed to going up. Right? So Mr. Dark is kind of the precursor to the whole situation. So that I want to see servos. I want to see more jump scares instead of static a whole stores of static prop. You want to know what else I want to see? Less unrealistic 12-foot. Less unrealistic 12-foot. I don't want to see a gigantic skeleton. Like, here's a gigantic witch. Like, that doesn't make sense that there would be a 9-foot tall witch, right? And I have cackles. But certain characters, they could do so much better justice. Why couldn't we get a 12-foot Frankenstein? That would make more sense to me.
I don't know. I think that realistically anything can be 12 foot. Honestly. I mean, look. Okay, so not talking about Halloween. Look at freaking Christmas. You got freaking 12-foot reindeers, 12-foot Santa, 12-foot. Like, anything can be 12 foot no matter what. I
understand that, but okay, let me put it this way. You ever seen somebody's Christmas display and they got a 6-foot Santa, a 6-foot snowman, they got a sled, and they got a 6-foot Mrs. Claus, then they got a 12-foot reindeer? Yeah. It looks weird. The poops that reindeer would drop would be the size of Santa. It looks weird. Unless I'm going to be doing a 100% 12-foot or 9-foot display, let's do some other creative 12-foot something or others if we're going to go with bigger is better. right? The bigger werewolf we saw last year made sense. It's part wolf. Wolves are freaking huge, right? And it's part human. That makes sense. So I would like to see less big just for being big. The other thing, this is the fourth thing I really, really, really want to start seeing stores do that I don't think enough do. Every store does an archway. Right? Like not every store, but they usually sell an archway. And usually that archway is an inflatable. Right? Here's an archway. Here's an archway. Here, bro, let's sell some set pieces for a haunt that aren't just archways. Aren't just pillars. You know, sell pieces to build your own facade in front of your garage or something. Or sell pieces that you can click together like a Lego set that would cover up half of a house. There's got to be a way to start bringing home haunting to a next level other than, hey, guess what? We got another swamp monster. Maybe I'm griping.
Brick said, I think the pumpkin ones make sense. Inferno and Creep because they're very tree-like. That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. And also, those are pumpkins with roots and stuff. That could totally make sense. But if I see a 12-foot grave digger this year, bruh. If I see a 12-foot whatever,
Art the Clown.
12-foot Art the Clown, I would be like, no. If I saw a 12-foot Yoda,
that's a small price to pay.
a 12-foot Art the Clown, I don't think I would get it. It wouldn't make sense.
Makes sense.
We have a 6-foot
Get
Art the Clown.
that?
A 12-foot Yoda? Bro, what?
Chris and Sophia said 12-foot tamales. Yes.
That I would do. 12-foot tamale every day, all day. All day. Mega Wolf was awesome, but that makes sense because a wolf is huge. Yeah, I agree with what Brick's saying. They should make sense. They should make sense. So, oh, Amy, what do you want to see and not see this year?
I don't want to see a Reagan.
I was not expecting that.
I definitely think we have enough of Reagan. I don't know. Obviously clowns is what we do, so clowns. But you're right. I do. When we had our haunt, like I said earlier, like we were into the scaring people, the loud noises, the jump at you type of prop. And I agree. I think that is definitely needed. And
we need more scary. And like I get that there's like a prop that will go coo, or there's a prop that will go rah, right? I get that. But we need more Ameline level. We need more. The pneumatic Gramps from Lowe's was dope. We're not used to seeing stuff when you go to somebody's regular house, seeing things do that violent shake that I just did.
dude, calm down.
I just hurt my knee.
We also need to
very
go back
bad.
real quick, and I know we're ending here soon as well. But we did have a super chat from OG Laurel.
OG1 Laurel?
OG1 Laurel.
All right, Laurel.
I don't know. Dollar super chat, and that is the first super chat on a live stream as well. We got a lot of those tonight. And also sent another one for $2 and says.
Says what? Say it. Just say it.
Does HTJ make good songs?
No. HTJ does not make good songs. At all. I don't co-sign any of that music that HTJ makes. At all. I'm actually very grossed out by a lot of that music, to be honest with you.
You want to do a song for
Yeah, what was it? A OG1 Laurel, right? Here we go. Here's a song that will rival any
Savannah hair
HTJ song.
reveal,
You ready?
That's a small price to
OG
pay.
one
Get it?
Laurel.
Like to pay.
Right
Get it?
there.
It makes sense. Get that?
Girl, you stole my soul. OG1 Laurel is in the house. OG1 Laurel, I need food in my mouth because I ain't ate no dinner yet. Said, I ain't ate no dinner yet. I was supposed to eat before the live, but I didn't. And now I am hungry. Dude, that was going so fast, it was going whoop. Let me see if you can.
Yeah, I heard it.
It's like a cartoon. It's like a Ninja Turtle thing. Like, oh,
Nate Scares is here,
Nate Scares.
and he says, "Are you excited for Stranger Things 5?"
I hope the thing. Yes and no. Why are we having these 2-year-long gaps between seasons?
This is the last one.
It makes sense because most people don't remember what happened on the last episode they watched. Like, bro, pump them out. Pump them out, bro. Pump them out, bro. They can pump them out, bro. It's like I feel like they like film an episode and then edit that episode and then film the next episode. And bro, just have those people film constantly. Okay, look, this is your job. We're going to have you go from this time to this time and this time to this time. Should be no reason why it's 3.5 years later. Hey, guess what? Stranger Things is coming out. Writer strike. They're saying, oh, it's a writer strike. You know what? Chat GPT. It will write it for you. I'm just saying. It's very easy for somebody there to go, hey, you know what? Let me pump in the scripts for every episode thus far. Toss it into an AI feature. Hey, boom. Season 5. Best season ever. Even though they'll say like Will has like a turbocharged jetpack or something, you know, it will probably mess it up. But, and if it was an actor strike, bro, actors get paid redonkulous. Not all of them, but like, go work in a factory, bro. Those guys need to go on strike. All my factory workers, go on strike. Let's shake up the economy. All right, guys. I'm getting delusional at this point. We love you. Remember, stay hydrated. I drink all my water. It's empty now.
Oh,
I need to eat.
that Halloween person.
Dat Halloween person is a carny. Joined. All right. But what was I saying?
You don't remember? You were saying you drank all your water.
Oh, yes. Stay hydrated. Remember that bullies suck. If you're a bully, stop it. And if you see bullying, step up and say, yo, stop it. It don't make you look cool. We will see you guys on the next live. We also will have a video coming out. Amy.
What? Oh, the mask.
You're telling everybody what the video's going to be.
Oh, yeah, they can look forward to it.
We got a video coming out, and make sure you watch the scary story videos that are being uploaded on the daily. Let me say this too. If you guys don't watch them, bro, just go to the playlist when you fall asleep and play that. Because it will help the algorithm. Right now, because those videos are so short, we noticed all of our other videos are starting to like, and so if you just go to the playlist and hit play and then go to sleep, it'll help out the algorithm a lot. It's like 40 videos, 20 minutes. It's entertaining.
Go Cowboys. I'm responding to Chris and Sophia.
Go team. And yeah, other than that,
We'll see them next week.
see you guys next week. We're doing it live next week.
Yeah, right? Or
Sure.
we'll announce it on YouTube. We'll do a community.
Oh, and you're going to be getting a video to learn all the membership perks and stuff. And we'll be dropping more emojis this week too. So love you guys. As always, happy haunts.